Hi everyone, hope you're all keeping safe in these unprecedented times. My name is Vidhi and I'm the founder of KinderCoder. At KinderCoder, we teach coding concepts to kindergarten students through games and activities without the use of any screens. So yeah, we do coding without computers. Sounds a bit strange, right? But what we are trying to develop is computational thinking skills in kids at a very early age. Now, computational thinking is a relatively new term, and I know it sounds a bit heavy, but to be honest, this is something we do every day in our lives. It is simply the process of breaking down a problem into simple, precise steps, which are even understandable by a computer. So, for example, if you have to make a sandwich, what's the thought process that goes into your mind? What sandwich to make, what ingredients, what recipe, in what order to follow, etc., etc. So you're doing nothing but thinking computationally. And research tells us that this is something which can be nurtured in students at a very early age. At KinderCoder, we have developed a framework to teach computational thinking skills to preschoolers, kindergarten students. And we focus on four important components: data comprehension, pattern recognition, algorithmic thinking, and solution optimization. In this video, I'll be sharing a few simple activities which you can try with your child at home. The focus of those activities is algorithmic thinking, the ability to think in clear, precise steps. I hope you enjoy doing these activities at home. Activity 1: Tell and Draw. In this activity, one person is the programmer and the other is the robot. The programmer has a reference picture and gives instructions to the robot to draw the picture. The robot cannot see the picture, only follow instructions. The final picture should match the reference picture. The beauty of this game is that anyone can be the programmer or the robot. So the parent can be the programmer or vice versa. The child can be the programmer. And I would really encourage you to try it both ways because then the child thinks differently when he's the programmer, is the robot. Now, one tip for parents: if you're doing this for the first time, make child the programmer as they love giving instructions to parents. And you can also make them understand the importance of precise instructions. So please keep making mistakes and ask the child to make the instruction more specific. Then switch roles and see how that pans out. The learning outcome here is decomposition and algorithmic thinking. This is the reference picture that we'll be using in the subsequent videos. I hope you enjoy watching them. Hi guys, so today we are playing Tell and Draw with my son Arsh here. Arsh, are you ready to have fun with our drawing today? Yeah! Alright, so I will give you instructions to draw this picture. I'm sorry you cannot have a look at this picture. And let's see where we end up. Should we start? Step 1, Mr. Robot. Make a rectangle. Oh, no, not like that. Sorry, my instruction is not clear. You need to make a bigger rectangle in the middle of the board. Yeah. Now step 2. Can you make a triangle on top? Ouchie. Oops. So the triangle has to touch the rectangle. It's on top of the rectangle and one side is touching the rectangle.
What about the edge?
Yes, the top edge. It's touching the top edge. Yes, that's correct. Now we need to make 2 squares. My bad. No, the 2 squares have to be inside the rectangle. Yeah?
Yeah.
And these 2 squares are the windows. So they are inside the rectangle. Okay.
No,
Now,
again, make the window.
I think these are not exactly like this photo. So the windows have to be slightly smaller. One on the top left and the other on the top right.
Yes.
Good job. Now we need to make another rectangle inside the big rectangle. Oh, okay. One more mistake I made. The rectangle should touch the bottom edge of the big rectangle and not as high as the windows.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Does it look like this?
Yes.
Fantastic.
The rectangle in the middle of the board. Make a triangle touching the edges of the rectangle. I mean at the top.
Uh-oh. I didn't know that.
At
Let
the
me erase
top,
this.
at the top, at the top, at the top.
Okay, so like this.
Yes. Put two windows, one at the right, one at the left, at the top of it. On left and right. Inside the rectangle. And make a rectangle inside the rectangle inside the rectangle on the bit down on the middle in the rectangle and between the windows, touching the edge of the rectangle.
Oh, like this. This is cool. What is it, Arshi?
A house.
Nice, good job.
Wow, that indeed was a lot of fun. Now, the good part about this game is that it can be modified, adapted to suit your child's comfort. So you can add colors to this activity where you can give specific instructions on it has to be a yellow square or a green triangle, or you could just get as creative as you want with your shapes. Now, if your child does not want to draw, so sometimes my son, he's not in the mood to draw and he doesn't want to play this. So we also have a lot of fun with blocks. So you can create a structure and hide it from the child, give instructions to recreate the structure, or vice versa. The child can give you instructions to create a particular model. So with blocks, Lego also, this is a lot of fun. So the second activity for today is drink water. The point here is that any day-to-day activity can actually be broken down into a robot programmer game. So here again, one person is the robot and the other is the programmer. The objective is to make the robot reach a glass of water and make him drink water. So the programmer has to give specific instructions. The robot only understands straight, back, left, right, pick up, down, close, far. These might sound like lots of instructions, but trust me, they're very simple and intuitive. You will just see. Another tip, same as before, that when you're doing it for the first time, make child the programmer, then switch roles and see the difference. Learning outcome here also is decomposition and algorithmic thinking.
Arsh? Hello, Mr. Robot. Are you ready for another activity? Okay, so today I will give you instructions to reach that glass of water and drink water. Now the only instructions you can understand are straight, which means go forward, back, left, right, and when you reach the glass, then I'll say pick up glass, up, down, closer, and drink water. Fine? Can we do this? Let's get started. So straight. No, that was a big step. Can you go back? It was my mistake. So when I say straight, it can only be one step forward. One step forward. Yeah? My instruction was not clear. So straight. That was again too big. Go back. Straight means only one step forward. Let's start again. Straight. Yes, straight. Straight. Now, can we turn right? Oops. I made a mistake. We have to go in the other direction. Can we go right again? Another right? And you're back on track. Straight.
Straight, straight, straight. Okay. Now pick up the glass. Up, up, up. No, not so high. Down, closer. Drink! We are done! Whoa, that was a lot of fun. Now, some other ideas for playing robot. Literally any day to day activity can actually be converted into these games. Now, some easy to do ones are steps to reach your room. This is something my son loves playing. So, no matter where in the house he is, he would just suddenly ask me, Mama, can you tell me how to reach my room? Give me instructions. And then he would become the robot. Steps to brush teeth, make a sandwich, pack your bag, get ready for school. So feel free to just, create your own game and try it out with your child. Hope you have fun doing these activities. This brings us to an end of the video. I really hope you enjoy these activities with your child. Feel free to reach out to me at kindercoder@gmail.com if you have any feedback or questions. Stay safe, everyone. Bye bye.